Okay, so I made it to Edith Falls and just going to walk through the picnic area and go and check out the falls from down here, and then we're going to go on the 4.3 kilometre walk to the open area where you can actually swim, which is called Sweetwater, and I will confirm that with you and share more as I go. So there's been such an unprecedented amount of water and rain this year that Edith Falls is closed. So as I said, we're going to walk up to the top and go for a swim up near the pools. But yeah, get this, it's so humid that I can't even use my proper SLR camera because the lens keeps fogging up. It's real warm. But yeah, let's go check out those pools, maybe have a bit of a swim if we can, and check it out. I feel like it'd be real fun seeing a crocodile, more so just because it'd make some really great content, and in addition to that, it'd just be real fun if it like went to attack me and I got away safely and it like ran at me though. That would be real good. So now I'm walking to Sweetwater, which is 8.6 kilometres return, to go and have a swim and to show you what it looks like on a map. Here we go. Okay, I don't know if you can see, but this is where I am right here. We're going to walk all the way up and along. You can get to this lookout and we go all the way up to the Sweetwater Pool walk, which is all the way up here, and jump in the water up here. Whoop, right at the top here. So, bit of a walk ahead, but should be pretty good all in all. So on your way to Sweetwater, it starts off with a pretty steep incline, right up a bunch of stairs. We knew what we were in for. I got my water, fingers crossed. We don't run into any nasty critters on the way, like snakes. That's probably what I'm most concerned about. It's the middle of summer, it's about 100% humidity, so I'm already sweating balls in the first 100 meters. And doing this solo is always a little bit more terrifying than not. So I guess all we can do is hope, stay vigilant, try not to look at my camera too much and just focus on the path ahead, which is very hard for me as it turns out, because I do love doing all this camera stuff, but hopefully it's worth it. All right, I'll speak to you in a couple more Ks if terrain changes or I see anything fun. Okay, so there was a little blue arrow, and then all of a sudden the track just became like this. So it's literally like we're just bush bashing. I'm sweating like a pig. I got my bottle of water here. Feeling maybe like I should have prepared more with food, which is maybe a bit stupid not to come in here with food, but just follow the trail path signs and fingers crossed don't get too disorientated and don't hurt myself. Keep an eye out for snakes. We'll be fine. Really am in the middle of nowhere right now. There is nothing. It's just rocks, a tiny little path in between all the trees. This is the Aussie bush. Okay, because of all the rain, there's this big water section right here where we have to essentially just go and climb through this huge water path all the way along and into Sweetwater. Whew, I'm sweating, it's real warm. Oh, the path's just getting wetter and wetter. So I'm gonna turn this off so I can pay attention and make sure I don't walk into anything nasty. My advice would be definitely don't do this trip solo up to Sweetwater Hole. I don't know, just a little bit antsy. Heard a lot of like slithering in bushes and stuff, and there's heaps of rocks everywhere. I just feel like it's maybe unwise to do something that I'm doing like this. Straight outback's no joke. There's lots of things that can hurt you. And doing it solo, just a little bit more scary than you want it to be. Especially when I have not run into anyone yet. And I'm about 3 kilometres in. So yeah, just word of advice. Great walk though, really lovely. Lots of picturesque Australian bushland, I suppose. Yeah, all right. I'll let's see you now at the Sweetwater hole once we finally get there. Whew, I'm hot and sweaty, real sweaty. Another nice little river crossing. Alright, don't know if you can see that, but that is the water right there, so we must be getting close. So I made it to Sweetwater. This is just one of the waterfalls in the long pool. I'm really hot. I'm not game to go in the water because it's pretty murky. And look, there's been a lot of rain. Just don't want to risk it. Don't know if there's crocs, don't know what there is. But that was the Sweetwater 4.3 kilometre hike. Now to do the return walk and try not to get bitten by anything or run into any spiders. Definitely worth checking out. I would say maybe don't come when it's raining or it's the wet season. Maybe come in the winter months where you can actually enjoy the water. And as a bit of advice, wear proper hiking shoes and bring someone else with you, just to be safe. It's a little bit scary doing it by yourself. Anyways, thanks so much for watching. See you on the next video. I would say that I've done a lot of real stupid shit by myself in the bush, and a lot of solo walks that I maybe shouldn't have done by myself. But for whatever reason, this one seems particularly stupid, especially being in the Northern Territory where there's no reception. There's literally no one on the trail. I don't know, something about it just seems really, really wrong, and hence why I'm turning around and trying to be as vigilant as possible while I walk back, because I don't know, just don't like it. Ugh, fuck, so much water. I think also like seeing the leeches the other day makes me a little bit more terrified. Sorry, I'm not looking at the camera, I'm looking at the ground because I'm just like, fucking snakes, what? There's just, yeah, adds an extra level of terrifying to the mix. So just thought I'd add that. So I will just add that I don't think this hike is particularly difficult. It is just a lot of like sort of, not what I want to say bush bashing, but it's just like a little bit like overgrown, well, especially for summer. And yeah, so in terms of difficulty, pretty easy. The hardest part is the start, where you're climbing up the stairs. Overall, quite moderate. I'm sure that in the winter months, the payoff's fantastic. Like if there's a water, like a place that you can jump in and have a swim, like that would make all the difference. I'm just not game to do that in summer. Definitely make sure you wear proper hiking boots. Make sure you have enough water and food. But for the most part, great little walk, and definitely worth checking out. Like you're here, you're all the way in the Northern Territory, go for a walk, check out the Sweetwater. Definitely worth it. So on my way back to the car, I figured I may as well check out the upper pools and see what it looks like. I know it's not open right now, but should be able to at least have a little bit of a look. So right now I'm sitting at the upper pools of Edith Falls. Right now you can't swim in it for obvious reasons. The current's like absolutely nuts. And there's like a little bit of a bridge way over here that you can go and walk to. Yeah, pretty spectacular though. And definitely worth checking out if you're near Edith Falls in the Northern Territory. So I've snuck up to this pretty secret spot. Definitely shouldn't be here. Look at that. Woo.